Mero, it's funny because you say that it's about understanding the thought behind what drives people to keep continually doing the same things day in, day out. And there was a story that I once heard which, you know, I just absolutely love. You know, there was a doctor who was jogging one morning along a river and he heard this scream for help, you know, and he looks around, there's someone drowning, so he quickly dives in and brings them to the side and saves them. And no sooner does he pull this person out, he hears two screams for help and turns around and there's two people that are now drowning that need to be saved. So he dives in and saves those two people. No sooner does he bring those two out and there's three screams for help. And by the time he goes through this process, he's actually pretty tired himself, and there's more screams and more people wanting to be saved. And the reality behind the story is that in business and also in life, you know, we're too busy fixing the little issues that are occurring all the time, instead of taking the time to go to the end of the river and find out who's throwing these people in the first place.
Yes. Yes.
And, you know, again, it starts with the mindset that if you look for the underlying issue or problem that's causing you the uneasiness in your life or in your business, you can then fix the problem, you know. And I think sort of a lot of that is covered in the 6 human needs, isn't it?
Absolutely. There are some basic human needs that we have as people, and we have the need of being certain. That's why sometimes we watch the same movie. Have you ever done this before, Ralph? You watch the same movie over and over again, and you invite your friends over so they can watch the same movie. That's because we're so certain on the outcome, so we do it. And sometimes even people become so conditioned and so certain on failings that they'll do something that you and I would perceive to be absolutely crazy.
Yes.
But they have a need for certainty. So they'll go and do this ridiculous thing. They'll go and get addicted to something because they know the outcome.
Yes.
They know the outcome. With this need of certainty, we also have another need for variety or uncertainty. This is why we go out and try new things. This is why we travel to new places. Then we have a need for love and connection. All these needs work together to help us to live a life of variety, of love, of connection, of trying new things, of being certain, of being uncertain. And that's what life is really about. You know, a lot of people that I train and coach and speak to, they believe that they understand what the problem is, and it's this, you know, picking up this person from the river rather than going out to the cause of the problem. So that there are the two elements, and the two elements would be, there is the cause and the effect, there is the results and there is the reasons behind it. Now unfortunately most people only ever think of the reasons why things happen, and they haven't actually gone to the root of the problem. And this is why the industry we're in is so wonderful, because when we sit and coach, we're emotionally detached from the outcome.
Yes.
Now, of course, we want our client's success, because each client that we coach to success is ultimately our success.
Of course.
Yeah. But unfortunately, human beings, as part of what they know or what they focus on. See, if I've got a problem every day, I wake up focused on that problem.
Yes.
Yeah. We hardly go to where the problem is. And one of the human needs of being certain is that I would continue doing what I keep doing, because that's going to get me a result. Now, most of these responses are actually uncontrollable and part of our unconscious mind. So we keep doing the same thing, and I found this in my travels. I was out of Australia for 4 years. I come back and I see the same people doing the same thing, getting the same results. The person who's been in a failed relationship, I now speak to and I say, well, what have you done the past few years? And they're involved with somebody else who's done the same thing to them, or who will do the same thing to them over and over and over again. Person who set up a business, oh yeah, I've failed in this business and I've done that, purely because they haven't understood who they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
So once we understand who we are, we can actually relate to people a lot more better.
Yes.
We can make better decisions. Once I know, and this is something I teach in my trainings, understand how you function as a human being. Understand that we have this need for certainty and uncertainty. Understand that we have this need for love and connection, and it's okay. It's okay to feel this need and to expect it. Understand about your emotions. So we teach about emotions and how sometimes unconsciously I would do something that I know is going to mislead me. I mean, we've all done this. Somebody who drinks to get drunk, they know the end results. They know they're going to get drunk at the end of it. and that is an unconscious need. This is an actual need that we have as human beings.